20 Italian regions, 20 traditional desserts. First up, Valle d'Aosta is the smallest region of Italy in both area and population. These desserts were created in the 1930s. Their name, tegole, comes from the resemble terracotta tiles. This dessert is made with few ingredients. The simplicity of the ingredients highlights the flavor of almonds and hazelnuts. It's such a simple recipe that you only use 2 bowls. It is an official bilingual region, so both Italian and French are spoken, because it's so close to France. You should have this very liquid consistency. The important thing is to spread them out very thin, and then bake at 180 for 10 minutes. Let them cool so they will be crispier later. I wonder which Italian region will be next. Second stop, Piedmont. This is the first time I'm making this dessert, and honestly, I wasn't aware of it before. After doing some research, I found out that the bonet is a traditional dessert from Piedmont, a region in northern Italy. It has existed for centuries and is found in many local variations. While I was preparing it, it reminded me a lot of pudding, and in fact the ingredients are more or less the same. You should use almond biscuits, which I see in many desserts from northern Italy. The strange thing is how it's cooked. It's the first time I've seen an Italian dessert being cooked like this. Incredible. Perhaps this is the most difficult part, but don't be afraid and overcome the obstacle, always. The taste is like a pudding, but with something more. Very interesting. I wonder which Italian region will be next. Third stop, Lazio. If you have been to Rome and haven't tried the maritozzo, you absolutely must. This sweet bun filled with whipped cream is a staple of the capital.
1 hour.
The name originates from an ancient marriage custom. Although it's better to follow a certain order and timing, I combine everything together and the result was satisfying. I swear, next time I'll buy a mix. All this man of work is tiring me out.
1 hour.
They should be weighted one by one to have the correct shape, but I got tired after the second one.
2 hours.
Mine are quite large. Next time it's better to make smaller pieces.
190 degrees, 15 minutes.
The last step is to make a small incision and fill them with whipped cream. If you love cream, this dessert is for you. Just one is enough to make you feel full. I wonder which Italian region will be next. Fourth stop, Sicily. It's not summer if you don't drink granita. You only need 3 ingredients: water, fruit and sugar. But not just fruit. There are also coffee, almond, pistachio, a lot of different flavors. Originates in Sicily, where lemon granita is the most popular. Many believe that granita is the predecessor of the ice cream we know today. It is often confused with sorbetto, which has a similar but different preparation. As temperatures rise, there is nothing better than a good granita. Making it at home is very easy, and the difference from industrial ones is very noticeable. I wonder which Italian region will be next. Fifth stop, Lombardy. This cake dates back to Renaissance and was known in the 17th century as the noble court of London. The name derives from the term brisa, meaning crumb, indicating the cake's crumbly texture. Originally, the cake was made with simple ingredients that were available, such as corn and almonds.
Put in the freezer for 1 hour.
Thanks to this texture, it keeps well, even for weeks.
117 degree, 45 minutes.
Unlike other cakes, this one doesn't need to be cut with a knife. It can be broken into irregular pieces using your hands. I wonder which Italian region will be next. Sixth stop, Emilia-Romagna. Who doesn't love chocolate cake? Today I'm presenting the all-Italian version of chocolate cake. You only need a few ingredients to make this super simple yet very delicious dessert. What's interesting is that it requires very little flour. The rest is eggs, chocolate and butter. This gives a texture different from other cakes. I used to eat it often when I was a teenager. It was always present during birthdays or celebrations. The unique thing about this cake is that once baked, it forms a crust on the outside, but stays moist and soft on the inside.
180 degrees, 20-25 minutes.
And if you finish it off with a dusting of powdered sugar, it becomes irresistible. No excuses. Go make it now. I wonder which Italian region will be next. 7th stop, all Italy. Panna cotta. Panna cotta. How delicious it is. Probably one of my favorite desserts. Simple but perfect. Being a black canvas, panna cotta is just the beginning of a great dessert. Then you can flavor it as you like.
Put in the freezer 4 hours. Now let's make the raspberry sauce.
The secret of making a good panna cotta is to use the right amount of gelatin. Too much will make it too firm. Too little will make it too soft. I wonder which Italian region will be next. Taste of Tuscany. Cantucci originate from the Tuscany region and are a traditional dessert enjoyed all Italy. The recipe includes flour, sugar, eggs, almonds and a little bit of butter to make the software. They are baked twice. The first time as a whole loaf and the second after being cut into diagonal slices.
180-20 minutes.
This is why they are so crunchy. In Tuscany, it is common to dip them in vin santo, a local dessert wine.
200 degrees, 5 minutes.
I wonder which Italian region will be next. 9th stop, Puglia. Sweet taralli originate from southern Italy and are a dessert enjoyed through the whole country. The recipe typically includes flour, sugar, eggs, and olive oil, and sometimes lemon or anise for added flavor. They are shaped into rings and baked into the oven until golden and crispy.
160, 40 minutes.
I wonder which Italian region will be next. 10th stop, Marche. Finally, we arrive in my region, Marche. Perhaps it's the first time in my life that I make this dessert, because I've always eaten it since I was little. Breakfast, snack, and dinner often feature the exquisite dessert. I remember the smell of the freshly baked dessert, the first pie still steaming, and unmistakable flavor. I almost get emotional talking about it. Anyway, in my opinion, the best version is the bicolor one, white and chocolate, so everyone is satisfied.
180, 45 minutes.
There is nothing else to add. Perhaps I should make it more often from now on. I wonder which Italian region will be next. 11th stop, Umbria, one of the oldest Italian desserts, which already existed in the Middle Ages. It is a type of bread enriched with dried fruits, spices and honey, with a firm texture and a strong flavor. The recipe does not require any yeast, milk or eggs. In Europe there are many similar variants with slight difference. The preparation is very simple, just mix everything together. The only difficult part is that there are many ingredients, but they are easy to find. It is usually made around Christmas time and can be stored up for 2 weeks. Every family has its own recipe for panpepato. This is the one I'm used to, but feel free to remove or add any ingredients.
Ugly is ugly. 180, 30 minutes.
I wonder which Italian region will be next. 12th stop, Ligurian. Here is a strange dessert. Fried milk, but wait, listen. I went looking for a traditional Ligurian recipe and this one caught my eye. Frying something liquid? I said to myself, impossible, but it's actually not that difficult. You just need to mix the ingredients and make sure it thickens enough before putting in the fridge. A very important step. It keeps for up to 2 days. Just fry it for a few minutes until it becomes golden, and you can eat it both hot and cold. You can even serve it with chocolate or powdered sugar. Incredible, right? I wonder which Italian region will be next. 13th stop, Trentino Alto Adige. This is a dessert contested by 4 countries: Italy, Austria, Germany and Hungary. In different parts of the world, there are various variations of this dessert. sweet, savory, made with short crust pastry or puff pastry. This is the recipe that I often hate though. It's a fairly simple dessert to make and it tastes even better when made during apple season. One of the characteristics that makes it special is the pine nuts and cinnamon, which give it an unmistakable aroma.
180, 35, 40 minutes.
How do you make strudel in your place? I wonder which Italian region will be next. Things stop, Basilicata. Have you ever tried eating chocolate with cheese? It seems like a strange combination, but the result is exceptional. Ricotta is one of my favorite cheeses.
Ricotta.
And it's very versatile. Almost like mascarpone, but not as sweet. With just a few simple ingredients, you can make a cake that will finish in 2 days because it's so delicious. I wonder which Italian region will be next. The thing stop, Molise. There is a saying in Italy that Molise doesn't exist. It's just a playful way of saying that it's one of the least known regions in Italy. People often forget about this region, but trust me, it has many great recipes, even though they're little known. This dessert is called milk pan. Milk for milk, and pan for bread.
170, 50 minutes.
It has a very soft texture and is perfect for breakfast. You absolutely have to make it. I wonder which Italian region will be next. 16 stop, Calabria. As I progress in this series, I increasingly realize the importance of dried fruits in Italy. Almonds, walnuts, raisins, it's incredible. This time the dessert also follows this theme. I start by saying that I've never been to Puglia. So I asked a friend, and this is the first dessert that came to her mind. And a typical dessert with a strange shape, but rich in taste and textures. Today I learned something new, not bad. And please, don't make me pronounce it, because I can't. I wonder which Italian region will be next. 17 stop, Abruzzo. Pan ducali is a classic Italian dessert from Atri, a town in Abruzzo region. This dessert is similar to a fruitcake, made with dried and candied fruits, typically enjoyed during Christmas and festivity periods. Making this dessert at home is very easy. Simple beat the egg yolks with sugar, then add the warm melt butter, add candied citron, toasted almonds and chopped dark chocolate. Gradually fold in the eggs white beaten to stiff peaks. The mixture is flavored with a pinch of cinnamon and grated orange zest, then pour it into a loaf pan laid with parchment paper.
170, 50.
The result is a soft, fragrant cake, perfect for breakfast or an afternoon snack. I wonder which Italian region will be next. 18th stop, Veneto. Here it is, Your Majesty, the best Italian dessert, hands down. Incredible. Famous all over the world, and I would say obvious. I could eat it a ton of, all day long, every day of my life, and never get enough. And to think it's relatively young dessert, born around the 60s, and now more famous than ever. Here are some little tricks. The eggs must be beaten very well. You need to make sure they are very fluffy, like a cloud. Coffee must be made with a mocha pot, and must be bitter, so the flavors balance with the mascarpone. Don't soak the lady fingers too much, because they will absorb everything in the fridge and become too soft. And make it a lot. Look, it will go quickly, trust me. I wonder which Italian region will be next. 18.2 stop, Sardinia. A very quick recipe for Italian's second largest island. A very simple dessert made only with egg whites, sugar and a bit of lemon.
50 minutes, 100 degrees.
I wonder which Italian region will be next. Stop, Friuli Venezia Giulia. Small and soft cookies that are typical of many Italian regions. They are prepared during the All Saints' Day festival. According to legend, it's said that the seas return to visit the world of living. To welcome them, people prepare some treats. You can easily form the dough into balls with your hands, as it's very pliable.
180, 15 minutes.
I wonder which Italian region will be next. Last stop, Campania. We have reached the end of this series. A typical dessert for each Italian region. And we finish with one of my favorite desserts, but little known outside Italy. It's eaten for Father's Day and is delicious. They are called zeppole and are a type of donut. They can be fried or baked, and they are filled with custard and topped with a black cherry. Custard is very easy to prepare. Cook until thick. This has been a wonderful journey that has introduced me to some recipe I didn't know. Thanks to the dessert, I have opened my understanding of the history and culture of each Italian region.